What if I told you that sometimes the most Christian attitude you can have is to say no? Shocking, I know. We grew up hearing that the commandment is to love, that Christians are obligated to help everyone, to say yes to every request, to be the rescue for all. But what if I told you that the Bible, which you read so carefully, hides a truth that can save your life, your peace, and even the soul of the one you love? There is a subtle trap. By helping the wrong kind of person, you are not doing charity. You are sponsoring sin and worse, disobeying God. Stay with me until the end, because here I am going to unmask the 5 types of people that, according to the word, you must stop helping today before they drag you down with them. The first type that God commands you to cut off access to is the manipulator. The Bible is clear in Proverbs 12:22. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. Did you catch the word? Abomination. Manipulation is not neediness. It is not a way of getting around things. It is a sin that God views with revulsion. And when you become a refuge for this game of deceit, you are not being loving. You are becoming an accomplice. The biggest mistake we make is thinking that to love is to say yes to everything. But Jesus didn't do that. When a man tried to put him in the role of an inheritance judge, he replied, "Man, who appointed me a judge or an arbiter between you?" He did not allow himself to be manipulated by a greedy person. Jesus knew when to help and when to say, "That's not my concern." If someone only remembers you in times of trouble, if they put you against the wall with phrases like, "if you were a real Christian," or make you feel guilty for prioritizing your boundaries, understand, this is not a cry for help, it is blackmail. And the most biblical attitude sometimes is not to extend a hand, but to cut off access. To love is to say, "I'm here for you, but I won't participate in your game." The second type is the lazy person, but I'm not talking about someone who is unemployed and struggling. I'm talking about the one who never lifts a finger, who wants life to move forward on its own. They keep asking for prayer, but never bend their own knee. They keep asking for help, but never help themselves. Paul was emphatic in 2 Thessalonians 3:10. "If anyone will not work, neither shall he eat." Do you notice the crucial difference? Will not and cannot. By solving the lazy person's situation, you think you are helping, but you are actually creating a comfort zone of dependency. You are preventing God from doing His job. Paul also said that some were walking disorderly, not working at all, but are busybodies. The lazy person has no energy for work, but plenty of time for gossip. The apostle is saying whoever is not busy with what they should be is busy with what is worthless. If you are carrying someone who refuses to walk, stop helping. The fall you are preventing may be exactly the push God wants to use to wake that person up. Now, the third type will test your patience, the repetitive fool. They are experts at exhausting you. They agree with your advice, cry, promise they will change. And in a week, they are back in the same mistake, with the same speech and the same empty promises. You pray, advise, send verses, but they don't want change. They want relief. They use you as a spiritual safe harbor where they can rest between one fall and another, without ever truly breaking with what destroys them. Proverbs 26:11 uses a disgusting but perfect image. As a dog returns to its vomit, so a fool repeats his foolishness. That's it. They leave a bad relationship and enter another one just like it. They get out of debt and go back to spending. They ask for prayer for a sin, but they don't change their routine to overcome it. The Bible is direct. You help those who want to abandon sin, not those who just want to rest between stumbles. If you keep rescuing, you are not a help. You are a lifeguard for those who like to drown. And the command is, do not waste time talking to a fool, for he will despise even the wisest advice. Proverbs 23:9. Your time and energy are limited. While you are trying to save someone who does not want to be saved, there is another person beside you, desperate for transformation, but you are not seeing them. The fourth type. If the fool exhausts you by repetition, the proud person exhausts you by resistance. You show the Bible, they debate. You give advice, they roll their eyes. They ask for help, but they want the solution their way, without confessing the mistake, without humbling themselves. James 4:6 says something terrifying. God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Did you understand? God opposes. He blocks. If even the Creator is not helping this person because they refuse to humble themselves, who are you to try? Proverbs 26:12 also says that there is more hope for the fool than for the proud, because the fool, deep down, knows they are lost. The proud person is convinced that their mistake is the right path. Remember the rich young man. Jesus told him the truth with love, offered him the chance to follow him, but the man preferred the status and the pride of riches. And what did Jesus do? He let him go. There are people who only learn when they lose, and it is not your role to protect them from the treatment God has for them. And finally, the fifth type, the quarrelsome person. They are not those who defend the truth, they are those who live creating confusion. They fight at work, in traffic, in the family, in the church. They are never wrong, they are always the victim. You go there and try to appease, thinking you are being a peacemaker, but scarcely does one war end before they are in another, because they don't want peace, they want attention and chaos. Proverbs 19:19 warns, "A man of great wrath must suffer the penalty, for if you rescue him, you will have to do it again." In other words, if you put out the fire they themselves created, prepare to put out the next one tomorrow. The Bible says in plain terms, do not help the quarrelsome. Let them reap the fruit of their own confusion. If you keep rescuing, you stop being a peacemaker and become an accomplice, prolonging the chaos. The discipline they need will not come with your embrace. It will come with the consequence. So, there are the five. The manipulator, who controls. The lazy person, who wants comfort. The repetitive fool, who seeks temporary relief. The proud person, who will not humble themselves, and the quarrelsome person who lives stirring up trouble. Perhaps the doubt that is hammering in your head now is, if I stop helping, won't I be sinning? The answer is simple. If you are helping someone who wants to change, continue. The Bible commands us to carry one another's burdens. But if you are sustaining sin, feeding irresponsibility, or protecting someone God is trying to confront, then that is not love. It is disobedience. Stop helping. And before you go, take the opportunity to watch the video that is appearing on your screen now. Stay in peace, and until next time.